Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to install WordPress manually. This is how you install WordPress. Please avoid using auto installers like Fantastico because they're not secure. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go to download WordPress, and you're going to download this somewhere on your computer. As you see, I've already downloaded it here. Okay. And what we're going to do is it's downloaded in a zip file, and we're going to open it locally. I'm using a Mac, so there's archive utility, but 7-zip is one of my favorites, so I'm going to unpack this zip file with 7-zip, and you'll see there's a WordPress folder, and it has everything we need for WordPress right here inside of it. Once you've downloaded WordPress, I use Firefox browser and Fire FTP. So I'm going to go up here to Tools, Web Developer, and we're going to drop down here to Fire FTP. And I've already got this set up to where I can connect to Heaven Host. And I'm going to upload, as you see here, if you look at this folder, WordPress, you'll see there's a 3.81 that I downloaded into, and then you'll see the WordPress files that I had unzipped, all of them here. And what we're going to do is we're going to select these, and I select the first file, go down to the bottom, hold the Shift key, select all the files, and I'm going to upload all these files into my chosen directory, which is going to be heavenhost.com. So it will go directly into the public HTML directory. Hit the arrow key over, and that's going to start uploading. While that's uploading, we're going to go back here to the Google Chrome browser, and we have to create a database for WordPress to connect to. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a new database. You can name the database anything you want, and we're going to name this WordPress test database. Okay, we're going to create this database. Okay, so now we have an SQL database. We're going to go down. We need to create a user, and here's the information for the users. Now typically if you do an auto install, the database user and database name are the same, so this is obviously going to be different. So we're going to create a new user, and we're going to create the user as yes add m2. So this definitely is going to be hard to guess for hackers. Okay, password generator. We're going to generate a password. We're going to go to advanced options. And we're going to bump this up to 14 characters. Okay, and hit generate password till you get one that you want. There we go. That looks pretty difficult right there. So I'm going to select this password, and you want to make sure you copy that and paste it somewhere. And this is going to be for your user. Okay, use password, and we're going to create user. Okay, so now we've added the user yes admin 2, and I'm just going to copy this user down so we have that. Going to go back. Okay, so now we have a database and we have a user in cPanel, and we're using the MySQL database. So what we're going to do, I'm also going to copy this here, and I'm copying and pasting these in like a note so we can use them later. So this user in this database, we have to use this add this user to this database. Click add. And for right now, we're going to set all privileges. In general, you'll only want, you don't need all the privileges, and we're going to change that later on to harden our WordPress installation, make it a little more secure. So make changes. Okay, now that user has permission to access that database with all the privileges. We're all set. We have a database. Now, we'll go back here to the FTP. It looks like everything's been uploaded. I don't see any errors. Okay, so we are ready to perform the install. Let's open another tab, and since this was going to be installed on heavenhost.com, we're going to enter. This installation, we're going to allow WordPress installation to create the WP config file. And so we go to create configuration file. It says welcome to WordPress, blah, 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 blah. And you have to have this information right here. And we are going to set the table prefix. That's something else that an auto installer doesn't allow you to do generally. They use the WP underscore prefix, which is the default for WordPress. You definitely don't want that default. So let's go over to here, and it says database name. So now you have to have all the things that connect your database. There's the database name, copied and pasted in our notepad. The username, that's the database username. The password we had chosen for this database. It's going to be installed on localhost, and then we are going to just use a very difficult table prefix. We don't need it that long. Let's do it just like that. So this can't be easily guessed or easily accessed by hackers. And we are going to hit submit. And it says, all right, Sparky, you've made it through this part of the installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you are ready, run the install. There we go. Bang, installed. Site title, Heaven Host. Username. Now this is another thing that auto installers, they set you up with a super admin username of admin. All the hackers know that. Do not use admin as your username. I'm going to use my first name, Justin, and then we're going to use just a simple password for now. But you'll want this to be obviously different. And that's fake install test at HeavenHost. All right. Allow search engines. Since the site's brand new, I don't really want to allow search engines to index this site. So hit the install button. WordPress has been installed. So don't be disappointed if you thought there was more steps or you thought it was more difficult to install WordPress. It's not that difficult. We're going to log in. And you just installed WordPress. If you wanted to look at your site, you could open it up in a new tab. Hello world. There's your new website. Installation of WordPress is very easy. It's best to learn how to do it and never use an auto installer to install WordPress. Thanks for watching this video, and there are more to come.